All right, let's go ahead and do a transformations problem with e as the base of our exponential function. So this can be a little weird for people because e is kind of a strange number, but remember that it's approximately 2.7. And if you keep that in mind, you should be able to figure out about where to put things. So I'm starting with exponential growth, which means horizontal asymptote at y equals 0. They all have the intercept 0, 1. This one will have the points 1e, and if I want another one, -1, 1 over e. And again, this is just saying that if my function is y equals e to the x, and I plug in -1, e to the -1 is 1 over e, which is close to 1/3. Not exactly, but close. The transformations I see are a flip upside down, so that's flip over x-axis, flipping our y values, and a horizontal stretch. That's by a factor of 2. Finish my statement there. Okay, so I want to take my horizontal asymptote, y equals 0, and imagine flipping over the x-axis. Because my horizontal asymptote is on the x-axis, that won't move it. And then the other thing I do is a horizontal stretch by a factor of 2, but because this line already goes forever to the left and the right, that also is not going to move it. So we still have a horizontal asymptote at y equals 0. Make sure you draw those in and label them. I need to know that you know where they are. Our easiest point to deal with is 0, 1. Since we don't have any shifting, we could apply these transformations in any order, but I think I'll just stick with my flip and then stretch. So flipping over the x-axis, that's going to put me at 0, -1. So now I'm down below the axis. And then horizontal stretch by 2, that doubles my x values. And my x value is 0, so that actually won't move it. So this one now goes through 0, -1. 1e, when I flip upside down, becomes 1 -e. So in my head, I'm thinking -2.7, but I'm writing it exactly so I don't lose information. It is at -e. And then I do horizontal stretch by 2, and that does affect this one. I'm doubling my x values, so it ends up at 2 -e. So 2 and then not quite -3. And then if I want to do my one more point, -1, 1 over e flips to -1, -1 over e, and then it stretches to -2, -1 over e. So -2 and 1 over e, remember we said, is in the ballpark of 1/3, so that's about -1/3, somewhere along the lines of that. And then if I'm picturing just the big picture stuff, I flipped it upside down, so I'm imagining it looks like this, and then I did horizontal stretch, so it's just going to look a little bit wider, maybe a little less dramatic on the steepness. And I can use that to connect the dots. And that's my shape. And again, since these points don't lie exactly on grid lines, I should label them. So I had 2, -e, and I had -2, -1 over e. And that's a perfectly good graph. So label exactly, place your points approximately, and I'll know exactly where you think things should be. All right, thanks for watching.